At the bottom of our world lies a continent of ice, Antarctica. Vast, silent and extreme, it holds secrets not of lost cities, but of our planet's past and future. What happens here shapes the fate of humanity, no matter where we live. Antarctica is the coldest, driest and highest continent on Earth, a land of breathtaking beauty and profound emptiness. Once a myth, now mapped and studied, it is far from empty. Beneath miles of ice, Antarctica is a dynamic force, shaping our world in ways we're only beginning to understand. The ice is a library of Earth's history, each layer recording ancient climates and natural rhythms. By drilling deep, we read the past and measure the impact we're having today. The continent's silence is not emptiness, but a steady presence guarding our planet's stability. Now this silent guardian is sending us a message. The ice is changing. Signals from the pole travel across oceans and into the air we breathe. We have reached a critical moment. Antarctica's fate is tied to our own. Its protection is essential for the health of our shared home. The secrets of Antarctica are not just about the past. They are a guide for our survival. The continent is stirring and the signals are clear. We must listen to what Antarctica is telling us. Its power and fragility are lessons for all humanity. The future of this great white continent is not just a matter for scientists or explorers. It is a matter for all of us. Antarctica's story is our story. Its future is in our hands. The last great wilderness on Earth is calling. Antarctica is larger than Europe, covered by a mile-thick sheet of ice holding 70% of Earth's fresh water. Its weight has pushed the land beneath it down, and if it melted, sea levels would rise dramatically. Its isolation has preserved it as the only continent with no native human population, a true wilderness. But its uniqueness is also political. Antarctica belongs to no nation. In the 20th century, countries eyed its resources, but instead of conflict, humanity chose peace. The Antarctic Treaty made this a land dedicated to science and cooperation. Military activity is banned. Research is shared freely among nations. Antarctica stands as a symbol of what we can achieve together. Research stations from many countries dot the ice, where scientists endure harsh conditions to study everything from the cosmos to microscopic life. They are our eyes and ears at the bottom of the world. Their work is vital, not just for understanding Antarctica, but for understanding the entire Earth system. This continent is a natural reserve for science, peace, and the pursuit of knowledge. Its most precious quality is what it teaches us about working together. Antarctica's status as a land for science has allowed us to learn so much. It is a model for global cooperation. Its lessons are more important now than ever. The Antarctic Treaty is a story of hope born in the Cold War. In 1957, scientists from rival nations cooperated in Antarctica during the International Geophysical Year. This spirit led to the 1959 Antarctic Treaty, where 12 nations agreed to set aside territorial claims and dedicate the continent to peace and science. Military bases and weapons testing were banned. Scientific freedom and information exchange were guaranteed. The treaty has kept Antarctica free from war for over 60 years and fostered unmatched international cooperation. Today, over 50 nations have signed on, making decisions by consensus. The treaty is a living example of how humanity can manage shared global resources. It has expanded to protect the continent's fragile environment, banning mining and regulating tourism. The Antarctic Treaty proves we can choose to protect a place for its intrinsic value. It is a promise to future generations to keep one part of our world pure. This agreement is more than a document. It's a model for global stewardship. It shows we are capable of long-term thinking. Antarctica's peace is a victory for reason over conflict. The world needs more of this spirit. The treaty's legacy is a challenge to us all. Antarctica appears lifeless, but life here is tenacious. Penguins, perfectly adapted to the cold, thrive along the icy shores. In water they become agile hunters, chasing fish and krill. Seals, like the Weddell and leopard seal, dive deep beneath the ice, insulated by thick blubber. Leopard seals are top predators, while others hunt fish in the frigid depths. The Southern Ocean teems with giants. Humpback, fin and blue whales migrate here to feed. After near extinction from whaling, their slow recovery signals hope for the ecosystem. All this life depends on one tiny creature, Antarctic krill. These shrimp-like crustaceans form swarms visible from space, feeding on phytoplankton. Krill are the heart of the Antarctic food web. Penguins, seals, fish and whales all rely on them. The survival of an entire ecosystem rests on this tiny animal. The abundance and resilience of life here is astonishing. But it is also vulnerable. The balance is delicate, and every species is connected. Antarctica's life is a testament to adaptation and interdependence. Even in the harshest environment, nature finds a way. But that way is now under threat. The future of this web depends on us. The Antarctic ecosystem is efficient, but incredibly fragile. Its survival depends on a delicate balance, especially the sea ice. Each winter the ocean freezes, doubling the continent's size and creating vital habitat. Microscopic algae grow beneath the ice, forming the base of the food chain. When the ice melts, nutrients are released, triggering a bloom of phytoplankton for krill to eat. The timing is critical. Less sea ice means fewer krill, and everything that eats them suffers. Penguins, seals, and whales all depend on this cycle. Even small changes in sea ice can disrupt the entire food web. Climate warming, especially on the Antarctic Peninsula, is reducing winter sea ice. Scientists have observed dramatic declines in krill and Adelie penguin populations. The intricate web of life, woven over millennia, is beginning to unravel. This fragility is a powerful lesson in nature's interconnectedness. The health of the whole depends on each part. For centuries, this system was stable. Now it faces a threat from far beyond its frozen shores. The balance is shifting, and the consequences are global. Antarctica is more than a frozen continent. It's Earth's refrigerator. Its vast white ice reflects sunlight, keeping the planet cool through the albedo effect. If the ice disappears, darker ocean absorbs more heat, accelerating global warming. Antarctica also drives the world's ocean currents. As seawater freezes, dense, salty water sinks, powering a global conveyor belt that circulates heat and nutrients. This circulation regulates climates worldwide, giving places like Western Europe mild winters. The cold heart of Antarctica powers the planet's circulatory system. For thousands of years, this rhythm has supported human civilization. But now we are changing the temperature of our planet. We are interfering with this great silent engine. The stability of our climate depends on Antarctica's cold. Its loss would have consequences everywhere. The world's balance is at stake. The warning from Antarctica is no longer subtle. The ice is melting now. The Antarctic Peninsula is warming fastest, and huge ice shelves have collapsed. These shelves hold back glaciers. When they go, glaciers flow faster into the sea, raising global sea levels. The consequences are global. Rising seas threaten millions in coastal cities. Flooding, saltwater intrusion and erosion are becoming more common. What happens in Antarctica does not stay in Antarctica. Melting ice also disrupts ocean currents, altering weather patterns worldwide. Scientists warn this could mean more extreme weather and disrupted agriculture. The ice sheet contains a final warning. As glaciers melt, ancient carbon may be released, fueling a vicious cycle of warming. Antarctica could shift from victim to driver of climate change. The feedback loop is real and dangerous. The message is clear. The stakes are higher than ever. The world must pay attention. The time to act is now. The fate of Antarctica is in our hands. The changes we see are driven by human-caused warming. Our greenhouse gas emissions are melting the ice and destabilizing the planet's systems. Protecting Antarctica means protecting ourselves, our future, our cities, our food. The consequences of inaction are real: rising seas, changing weather, and global disruption. We have a choice: continue on our current path or change course. We can reduce emissions, transition to clean energy, and embrace sustainability. The technology exists. What's needed is the will to act. The Antarctic Treaty is a model for global cooperation. We must apply that spirit to the challenge of climate change. Every country, community and individual has a role. The message from the ice is clear. Delay is no longer an option. The future of Antarctica, and our own, depends on what we do now. The world is watching. The time for action is here. To look upon Antarctica is to feel awe, a place of silence, power, and deep history. Once beyond our reach, now even this wilderness feels our influence. With that comes responsibility. The Antarctic Treaty was a remarkable promise, but it cannot shield the continent from a warming world. The greatest threat comes from outside its borders. We must make a new promise to protect Antarctica's climate. This requires global effort and understanding that the continent's health is essential for all. Supporting scientific research and education is vital. When we understand Antarctica's importance, we are more likely to protect it. The future of Antarctica depends on an informed, engaged global community. It has regulated our climate and driven our oceans for millennia. Now it is sending us a warning. By protecting Antarctica, we safeguard the balance of our world and the future of humanity. It is our duty and our privilege to decide the fate of the last great wilderness on Earth. The choice is ours.